Guys, welcome back to the CSA Forex channel. How are you guys doing today? It is indeed a pleasure having you here. And what we're going to be talking about today is where to take profit, right? Assuming you took a trade, right, on any instrument whatsoever, how do you take your profit? Now, one thing I'm going to be showing you, of course, as we always say, our trading strategy is based on price action support and resistance, right? And of course, you have supply and demand in the mix because everything has to do with supply and demand at the end of the day. I'm going to show you one or two things from this chart. First things first, we can all definitely agree that the trend is up, right? And as much as the trend is up, I'm going to also show you a few things that you need to take note of. And as I'm going to be showing you that now, I want you to pay close attention. Because if you look at what we have in front of us, you should be able to see how price has been moving, has been pushing higher and higher, and then you'll be able to use your swing highs and swing lows to pick your levels, right? And that's what I'm doing over here. I'm picking the levels based on the swing highs and the swing lows and so on. Now, we were opportune to get this trade, and I'm going to show you a screenshot of the trade that we got that we were more or less selling this Euro USD. I'm going to show you a screenshot now so that you understand better what we did, how our entry was. If you have a look at this screenshot over here, you can see clearly we had a case of demand over here. This was demand. And then before you ask, yes, indeed, the support is slightly different from the demand, right? In a previous video that we did, we explained based on swing highs and swing lows as price moves. Here where we number them 1, 2, 3, and then 4, right? So the numbering, number 1 here is known as support. Number 2 here is known as resistance. While number 3 is known as demand, right? Number 3 is known as demand. You can see price moving from 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you want to follow this direction because you can see the movement from 1 to 4 is upwards, meaning that you are more interested in what? You are more interested in buying. Now, I want to also say this before we continue, that you must always have a trading plan. You must always know what you want to do on every chart, whether it's an uptrend or downtrend, because you can be a trend trader or you can be a counter trend trader. The choice is yours. Now, from this one here, assuming you want to be a trend trader, mean that you're looking for buy opportunities. You could either wait for the price to do what? To get back to 2, which is known as the support, or price could get back to 3, which is known as the demand, and then it pushes higher, right? Some traders prefer the demand than support, while some prefer the support than the demand. The choice is yours. So we had this area here of demand, as you can see, demand, and then lo and behold, we noticed that it was going to fail right from here, from the struggles, and then also you can cross down to the lower time frames for more information. We're able to get an entry here. As you can see, we're selling and the price has now dropped down. Now, mind you, this is a screenshot, right, of where the price is now. Because if you look at this point here that we called number 1, it is currently at an area of support. I repeat, it's at an area of support. If we cross over back to the live charts, I'm going to show you exactly what we are talking about here, right? So this is the chart over here. As you can see, live chart being the prices are moving. The other one was just an image. So you look at what we have over here. This is an area of support, and this here is an area of demand. Now the price is at the area of support, but I have not cashed out yet, right? I'm waiting to see if the price would break this level or to hold. And if that happens, this is where I'm going to take my final TP just before tomorrow's non-farm payroll. I repeat, just before tomorrow's non-farm payroll. You also need to ensure that you take knowledge and you pay attention to the high impact news and when they are coming out. As an example, later today, by 2:30 p.m., we have the unemployment claims for the USD, and that is something that is key and high impact. Let me show you the calendar because it's always good to ensure that you pay attention to the calendar. So look at the calendar that we have in front of us, Thursday, today. And then you will see that what we have here by 2:30 p.m. West African time, we have news for the dollar, unemployment claims. And of course, tomorrow is the big one, the non-farm payroll for the USD, as you can see. And this is going to be the last non-farm payroll, NFP, for the year 2023. So make sure you always pay attention to the calendar so that you don't get caught in any volatile, extremely volatile moves in the market. Right, very key, very, very important. So now the question back is how to close out, how to cash out your profit. Do you take your profit here at this area of support, or do you wait to see if it gets to the demand? One thing I always try to do is to see how price has moved into this area. As you can see, price now seems to be doing like a wedge pattern, like a falling wedge. That means that sooner or later it needs to what? It needs to push higher. Now, as it pushes higher, you could even have some mini areas here of supply. And if the price should break out from here, mean that that entry that we took somewhere around here, I can easily move my stop loss here, just above these highs here. Remember, we use swing highs and swing lows, or move it just about here. Moving just about here might be a bit too tight because it might pull back before dropping further down, right? Now, you can't always say exactly what will happen in the next minute. The only thing you can do is use the information in front of you to try to figure out whether this will happen or that will happen, and then you try to react accordingly. We should be reaction traders and not action traders. We cannot move the market, cannot move price. What we can do is to follow. So we react after price has done its thing, and then we see what we can do from there. Now, I know a lot of traders that have been waiting for 1.0750 area on the area USD. I've been chatting with them, a few of them this week. And of course, on the fiber, this is also a very good area to look for buys. And the price is actually more or less there now. So you can start looking for your buy trigger if this is what you want to do. Another good thing now is that if you put the Fibonacci from the lows over here to the highs, the extreme lows here, the extreme highs, you should be able to see some form of confluence in that area. And the confluence here being with the 50 marker, and even this one, the demand we talked about, confluence with the 61.8 marker. So these two are very valid. But make sure you have your trigger in order to enter over here at the support or enter over here at the demand, right? And for the trader taking, I'm simply paying attention to this area. I'm going to wait and see how it reacts here before I decide on what to do, right? Now I'm going to round up this video now. What we have been talking about is how to take profit. Price has gotten there, but then I'm expecting it to drop lower, but then I don't want to lose out too much from the profit that I've already been able to incur. So you can manage your stop loss, bring it lower. You could even do partial close. The choice is yours. Price has a story to tell, and it's always good for us to understand the story of price so that we could take advantage. That's what we're trying to do here. We could take advantage. Now, also take note that the year is gradually rounding up. Very soon, the market is going to thin out, meaning that liquidity in the market is going to dry up. And that means that the participation in the market from the professional money, smart money, the big players, right, is going to thin out from the Wall Street, from the rest of those key banks as well. You need to pay attention to that so that you are not trading in a dead zone, more or less, right? So thank you guys for paying attention. Thank you guys for watching the video. If it was helpful, you know what to do. Smash the like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. If you have a question, comment below, and I'll get back to you in good time. Thank you guys, and goodbye for now. Cheers.